off the bat taken off completely of the House and Fold, so that's nicely taken there. Something that's been
And
fairly redundant in the course of these NACL.
and you said that was A side ban, the Churnwalker?
Oh yeah, A side, Pancake Sunrise is A side, B side is Infinite Black, and just going to be waiting now for the second ban on the side of Infinite Black. But yeah, Churnwalker taken off. I did see a lot of teams focused in onto their onto these Samuel builds, Samuel like comps. So gonna have to check how that pans out. I expect to see Samuel playing an important part in these future drafts. So let's just check that out any moment now. Got 25 seconds before the last first ban. So, yeah,
With the Churnwalker ban A side, I can agree with that because I feel Varya is really strong, and that forces B side to definitely try and take away the Varya. If not, it would be permitting A side to pick up Varya, which if they know how to play it, it is very strong in this current meta.
looks like the second ban is not going to be happening. We arrived to a count of 0 seconds, unfortunately. I don't know what that means. I just set up everything. Chill, man. I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the in-game chat. My bad. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the draft right now. Just arrived to a time of 0, and just gonna. This is very weird. Just try and get it back on. So where this at? Okay, I don't know what's wait. They're already banned. Seems like we're gonna have a little problem here with the draft, not showing up properly. Okay, so what do you expect, like hero-wise, to see in this game? Like, what heroes should the players prioritize, also in picking or banning?
For bans and picks, honestly, they went to ban Churnwalker, and like I said, I would agree with a ban on Varya for B side. After that, I'd really like to see Ringo picked up or banned. Same with Rona. BF's really strong this patch. Even though they nerfed his on point by 1%, he is still very powerful in this patch. Other captains I'd like to see is Grace is just phenomenal this patch. She's just really good. She was able to come back. And her triple heals put so much work with the fountain. Just so much heal.
Yeah, like the burst healing coming out with the Divine Intervention is super interesting when you got like brawl heroes such as Black Feather, Rona. It's like a super nice combo to see, but we are going to be having then the first ban onto B side for Infinite Black, and to be then the Varya, as you just said there. So just normal, regular ban. Just you do not want Varya. As I saw earlier, like I was on Sulis stream and they got Varya and it was insta win. So you do not want Varya on the enemy's team, and it will be then. I just said like talking about Grace, and they do first pick Grace on the A side for Pancake Sunrise.
Which, yeah, I can agree with, because like I was saying, and you said, her burst heal is just great for any sustained comps. It's just puts in so much work. Her benediction actually, when it gets the hit, it actually slows the target. So that's also good, because she can benediction and have one of her carries be able to focus down the target better. So
it's going to be also. Sorry, we're going to have a pick there of Lyra onto the B side. So Lyra going to be going into a Grace. So normally what you like to do is take in when the enemy team's got a healer, is to pick another healer. So it's like a natural kind of counter comp. So now we've got 2 healers on both sides, and also a ban Black Feather for Infinite Black. So I'd like the idea of taking that off, because comboing the Black Feather with a Grace just gives you so much sustain and capacity to send a Brawler just able to stack up if he goes breaking point. And even though it might be a CP Black Feather, it's just so smart taking that off their hands with a duo Grace.
And like you said, I mean, I like the Lyra. I mean, she hasn't really been seen much by myself personally, but I mean, just the healing is very good for any team, especially going up against a Grace. You're going to need it.
And we're going to have then also a ban Ringo on the side of Pancake Sunrise. So just a hero just been super good this update. Also, like with the Spell Sword, and always able to do work super efficiently. And also then pick Vox. So I do like pick Vox here, because you just build the Poison Shiv and just block out a certain percentage of the healing of the Divine Intervention coming out of the Grace. So very smart pick up there on the side of Infinite Black. It's going to see what they want to combo now onto this Grace. Like if they want to go on the Rona, What do they feel like? What do you think they should be picking with a duo Grace now on the A side?
Honestly, and I know this may be a little far fetched to other people, but I feel like if they went for Sky Samuel, it'd be pretty strong.
It is
Especially
a Rona then. They just picked a Rona. Probably going to be lane, weapon lane Rona. Going to have to check that out and see what they're going to go and combo with this Rona Grace comp. So gonna see. Oh, it's going to be the CC comp. We're going to be having one of my favorite duos in this patch is just Rona and Batiste. So much to see, and just when you got the red mist coming up, stacking up the breaking point, it's just so efficient. Going to be against the Vox if they can CC him with the Ordain, with the Fearsome Shade. It just can be so effective and devastate the enemy team.
Actually, now that got drafted out, I see that and I like it because usually Vox is good against Rona, and the Baptiste the Ordain, like you said, just helps out tremendous against a Vox to keep Vox from being able to kite onto the Rona. So I like that draft a lot.
And so we're going to have a last pick of Rain going into Rona, Batiste, and Grace. So just like this, with the comps finished, I'm going to ask you a little question. Like we have Grace, Rona, and Batiste on Pancake Sunrise side, and also on the B side, Infinite Black are going to be having Lyra, Vox, and Rain. What team would you go for into this game?
Honestly, I'd have to say, even though both teams are good, I'd have to say B side for two reasons. One, they have the Lyra, and then two, they have a rhyme against a all melee comp.
Yeah, that's true. Like they against the melee comp, Rain can be super good, but do not forget, like they do have the CC of Batiste. So I'm going to be going with A side. Like, just to make it a little bit more interesting, we're going to go onto opposite sides here for this game. Anyway, we'll be heading into the House and Vault quite soon. This match looks like it's going to be very, very interesting. So my favorite comp there, Rona, Batiste, going to do an absolutely awesome work. So yeah, good luck of both teams, and we should be going into the fold soon. We are now into the House and Fold, you guys. Ready for this first match of BO3, going to be opposing Team Pancakes to Infinite. Going to be super interesting. So what are your expectations for the early phase of the game for these two teams?
I hope both carries start in the back, like I've been seeing a lot in, the higher tier plays. The captain's kind of duking it out in the middle. What I want to see is, I would suggest, I want to see a team fight in the beginning, to be honest, but it's up to them.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. Like, Grace is super effective in the early game. Like, she got so much auto attack damage, although trying to get a little bit of the early minions there. But, like, I do not see Rain going for an early engage. Sorry, not Rain. I don't see them going into Rain for an early engage because Rain can be so effective in the early game. Like, getting the extra HP up with his double his fortified health, slow him down, and just getting extra damage on top of that. I do not think it would be a good decision on the side of Pancake to go on an early game fight. And while that time, we just see Rain just rotating up there and leaving a free first Treant on the side of Pancakes.
Yeah, and as you said about the rhyme, they kind of just gave up the Elder, and we noticed Vox just going up, trying to get his wave, and, just trying to farm up.
Yeah, like you do need to respect the power of a Rain early game. Like Rain just underestimated his own power, I see in this first little rotation. So nice rotation anyway on the side of Pancake, getting that first Elder Treant. Looks like we're just going to go into a little farm phase now. So like item wise, what do you expect to see like coming out of this Rain? That's the most like important part. Like, is it going to go like for Eve of Harvest, more bursty? What do you expect?
Out of the rhyme, I'd honestly like to see first item either the Dragon's Eye or the Eve of Harvest coming out of the rhyme first item.
I would go maybe on the Eve of Harvest would be better because you're going against a CC comp that can burst you if they want to. So going to be quite a complicated decision. Going to have to see how it pans out. Do you have a little bit of an aggression down there? Bard Mojo going to be connecting, trying to get them away with the auto attacks coming out of Ripig with his passive. The Elder Treant will be taken off there by the Rain. Slowly going to try and rotate. Shell going to be very low HP. Trying to represent there. Reef Pig going to be using his own healing flask. Going to use the Ordain. Will be taken down by the Benediction of Shell. While that time Infinited will be escaping away into his own jungle. Nice first kill on the side of Pancakes.
Yeah, and there was a nice execution of the Ordained, being able to clean up the Lyra. And the reason Ram was able to get that Elder was because his perk Frost Guard, it enables CP damage over time. So he was able to secure the Elder at least. making
Yeah, that
it
was
not the
fun.
worst case.
Mm. Yeah, so now we're what, one Elder Treant for both teams. So just a little bit of advantage. Now they came back to pace with the enemy team. Gonna check out like Infinite is so good at jungle clearing right now. He's going super fast. Hasn't shopped right now,
Yep.
so we're gonna have to wait until like the first couple of shop items come through. And once that does happen, like he's gonna be an absolute monster against this, as you said earlier, like this full non-range comp.
Full melee comp. Yep.
Full melee. I forgot the words I said. Non-ranged.
I mean, it's all right. You know, we all have those moments.
Oh,
Oh,
Batista's
actually,
taking it with
Baptiste
your
is
threat
gonna
attack.
get it
Oh,
with
they
an
coming out.
auto.
Doesn't have the extra AP. Going to be healed up with the sigil. Got a
Okay,
bulwark.
the
Just going to be a little bit of
benediction.
use to stop shield. Oh, and looks like
The Holy
he's
Nova
not saying
missed.
no. This Batiste still wants to get more, but he's going to leave it slip away anyways. Where that time, do you have Vox in the lane just chilling around, and yeah, just trying to keep his lane. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of a push incoming on the side of Pancakes.
Yeah, even though the Rhyme, as we can see, energy was low. Baptiste and Gray safely, went up, tried to help the Rona clear wave just so they could apply pressure to this tier 1 turret.
Yeah, they're just trying to put a little bit of pressure, take a few of early HP down onto that first turret on the side of Infinite. So nice rotation there. They did use a minion candy, so I do like the use of this minion candy. It's something that in Europe, being a European player, I do not see that much, and it's super interesting to see players use this item just like completely abandoned over here. So yeah, I'm super interesting. Like, what's the thing about minion candies in NA?
The thing about minion candies is that, especially if you have NA players that go to EU, it's just for like the aggression and to be able to safely recall and not have your turret pressured, because it applies a buff to your minion wave that makes it so they're tankier, so they aren't as easy to kill.
Yeah, so it does help out like when you're doing your rotations or you're coming back to shop and stuff. So yeah, I do imagine like very useful. Not used as much as I said in Europe, so very interesting to see it used here. Well, time be careful, share. Going to be ingressing a little bit. Going to go on the turret, taking one little shot. And looks like they do have so much pressure and wave clearing on with this Rona on the face splitter. So effective. Nice wave clear on the side of Little Lozard. By the time go a little bit of aggression onto this Grace. They're going to be a little bit aggressed also by the Vox. Looks like, oh, be careful. But he's going to use this fearsome shade to try and make them push away. Also got the Holy Never going to be connected onto the Rayman Lyra. Not going to be going that far into a team fight. And slowly we'll be going back on their respective side of the map.
And what I liked was the defensive fearsome shade. It was able to stop the pressure that Team Infinite Black kind of wanted to apply.
So it's a Dragon's Eye there that you just got purchased by this Rain. So I do like that. Like in a triple melee comp, oh, be careful. Little Lozard, you're going to be quite low up there. We're going to use the Bulwark just in case. Try to make them back away. But yeah, so Dragon's Eye, first item on Rain. Tell us more about that.
Well, the reason I said Dragon's Eye is because, yes, even though Evil Harvest gives you that self-sustain, Dragon's Eye is good since they reduced the decrease in stacks. So he can easily build up his CP. And believe it or not, it helps like Petal with his since Petal's like Munions bases it off, so does like Rhyme's Frostguard. So it can definitely help a Rhyme in the earlier stages of the game.
Be careful, a little bit sneaky. They're going to use Holy Nova. He's going to be seen, unfortunately, by this Lyra. Going to use also, reconnecting there onto the Vox. Going to be running with his boots. So nicely done there. Like, they do play a lot with synergy there on the side of Pancake. Going to use the wait for it. Going to be connecting onto Batiste. Not going to go that far into your team fight. Looks like it. Oh, that bad mojo. 480 damage coming out. Going to be healed up by the sigil. Like, oh, be careful. You do not want to be poked like that to the ground. Absolutely destroy there. Looks like they're going to be trying to clear that minion wave.
Yeah, and by Baptiste, he just does so much damage. 480 off of a bad mojo is just insane. And with Clockwork first item, he's able to sustain a lot, so they can definitely pressure this turret here.
Bad mojo able to stun out Infinite today. So yeah, like you're just able to dash out so much damage and so often. You get the stack up when you can burst. Just throw a bad mojo, do like he done on the Vox there. 480 damage, and we're only 7 minutes in, and it looks like they're going to try and go onto that turret. Holy Never going to be connecting onto Ribic. Going to use also the Boo Wall just to try and stop them from engaging again. And now, first turret down by Pancakes. Nice done.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'd expect at 7 minutes into the game after a Clockwork's purchase on Baptiste. It's like Samuel, his self-sustain, his energy sustain is just too strong to like just stop it. Like you kind of can't.
We're going to have Crucible now, just finished there onto Ripig with his Lyra. So now he's going to be that much effective with his healing on his Imperial Sigil. So that's going to be nice to see you in a combo with a Rain. Be careful there, Little Luzzer. Going to be on your own, going to be ganked a little bit there, but he does have the Into the Fray if he is really in need. So not going to be that much of a threat there.
And I do like the Crucible second item. Because of Lyra's passive, it does scale very well into her Sigil, like you said, to apply more like a better healing offer Sigil for her team.
Yeah, it's something we see a lot in Europe is to not even go Fountain first item with Lyra, is to go Crucible first item. I don't know if you see that much in NA. What, like, do you see that in NA?
Honestly, sometimes, and honestly, even when I play Lyra, and I'm not even the greatest player, sometimes I'll buy Crucible first. It depends on.
Might have to cut you off there for a
against.
second. Gonna have the Holy Nova going to be connecting onto Rainbow Soup. But Mojo cutting him off on his teammates. Waypoint going to be connecting a little bit on the Ronin, but not enough to save Infinity. By that time, they're going to be going over onto Voss, going to use his own healing blast reflex block to stop the Holy Nova. Ripping a little bit on his own onto the back lane now. Going to be bursted slowly to the ground. Will be destroyed. This will be 2 kills on the side of Pancakes. And they will now slowly try to push this lane.
What I like there is that, you know, they were able to just ordain the Rhyme, keep him in a spot. Bad Mojo, send out Fearsome Shade. Full Splitter was actually able to clean up the Rhyme for the Rona, and not the best jump, but
nice jump. Yeah, Olympic jump in there. Nice play.
You know, we could take that as a little taunt. Not the best into the fray, but we'll take it.
But like, yeah, as you said, like the Ordain was so well executed. When you have a hero that oversteps, that goes a little bit too far, as it just happened there with Infinity with his Rain, he went a little bit too far, almost under turret. And when you're that far, he's just going to use Ordain on you and lock you in that position. And if you don't have the reflex block thing as purchased now, where you do not have that available, you cannot get away from this bad situation, from that bad overstep, and you're just going to get destroyed. And unfortunately, that was his downfall there.
Very true indeed. And it's just like a Koshka level 6. It's like once Ordain's there, you need a reflex block just to be able to not get as, you know, CC locked as normally you would without it.
Yeah, I guess that just made him understand. He said, probably a good idea to get this reflex block. So he did get that now. Should be in a kind of better situation if case he does overstep again. Maybe not the best situation anyways when you're playing Rain.
Yeah, and especially it's good for the Rhyme, and the Vox has a reflex too, because especially if, you know, the only real CC for team wide by Baptiste is the Fearsome Shade or the whole team. So, you know, you're letting your Lyra Crucible that instead of Ordain, which is good.
Get out of that Ordain, going to use the Interfrater and burst a little bit with that Foe Splitter. Oh, we're mid HP on that box. Trying to reposition there. Red Mist doing a lot of work. Where the time the Fountain also going to miss that Valkyrie from just a little bit. And looks like they're slowly going to be backing out there. Little Luz are going to be healed up by the Divine Intervention from Pancake Shell. Sorry, I just read the team tag. And they're going to be rotating back onto objectives. So I do like seeing that being done by teams, like going over objectives when you want a little bit of an aggression. So nicely done there.
Yeah, and like one of my favorite casters here, Imperium, said, you know, if you get a kill or...
Oh, Holy Nova, use the reflex block just in case. And when it Ordain onto Ripig, he's going to be on his own, a little bit overstepped there just in case. Well, time, but he's going to be backing out, use his own healing flask. Going to use also the healing flask onto this Grace. Little Luz are going to be busted a little bit down, going to use Into the Fray to get out of that sticky situation at time. But he's going to be also taking a lot of damage. Fearsome Shade just on time will save his just to say PGS, he saved his life, not his. Okay, I'm not going to say that. You knew I was going to say. Oh,
call yourself there.
Oh, that was a sniper Winterspire just there. Be careful there, Little Lizard. They're taking chunks of damage, and now they're going to go on that turret. Divine Intervention in if he wants to engage. Doesn't like he wants to engage there.
Nice way for it.
Yeah, be careful. Going very, very low. Little Lizard is going to use his Into the Fray to get out of that and escape. Oh my god.
What I like there, and I have to touch on real quick, is that Rhyme, he doesn't always have to play like offensive into melees. He does have his Winter Spires. That can be played at range since he is level 8 and he has it maxed.
Oh, be careful there. A little bit of engage. They're going to use that. Oh, be careful. Fearsome Shade going to connection in the entire enemy team of Infinite. A lot of damage going to be taken down. And will get destroyed. Little Loza trying to back out, but he's going to say, no,
Okay,
you're coming
Lara
back
stop the
over here.
Rona.
And destroyed both. Splitter will be doing the job there. He does a little bit of extra regen with that Serpent's Mask. Got Crystal Centric said, no, you coming back over here. Benediction, not going to be doing enough to get into that Holy Nova. Shell going to try and come over. Bill will let that one slip away.
Very true, very true. And if the team was with the Lyra, which they weren't for, that spot on the Rona, it would have been an easier kill, but, paid with it with his life. And sometimes you got to take that.
Now, something very important purchase in this game, as we said earlier, like just in the draft phase, was the double divine intervention. And he's just got this echo. Shell's got the echo on Grace.
Yep.
And now we're just going to arrive to a whole new level in this game where you got double divine intervention, just putting you twice for HP. What's going to happen now that this has been purchased?
Well, what's going to happen is that since she has an echo and fountain, like I was touching base, I think, with you and someone else earlier, was that she has 3 heals essentially with the double divine intervention and the fountain. So practically, with the 2 carries self-sustains, it's going to be nearly impossible to kill either one of these carries if played right.
Yeah, like just as I said like earlier, if you got a brawl hero, and this in these cases is going to be absolutely Rona, just getting on the front lane, regen already with your items, and if you're just in a sticky situation, a bad situation where you need a little extra heal, just get divine intervention. No, not one. Oh, you're getting 2 divine intervention, and just going to absolutely like survive anything at that time. It's going to be absolutely awesome to see what's going to happen in the next team fight.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, like you said, you have a brawl hero such as Rona. So necessarily, Grace doesn't even have to be in front line.
Block by the ball at word time, trying to get a little bit of extra move speed. Going to use also the wait for it. Going to be able to silence a little bit. That Rona going to use the back room. Not going to be that much of a use. Going to be healed up by that. The red mist doing so much work. The stacks are building up. Going to be 20 stacks onto that breaking point. He repositions onto the Lyra set. I do not want you, Raim, anymore. We're going to get Roots. Oh no, got the reflex block. Sorry, got too used to those EU treants. Roll and Lyra will be able to escape that, not giving the ace over to Team Pancakes. Nicely done, like so much aggression and those 20 stacks on breaking point.
Yeah, and like you said, if it wasn't for that EU tree appearing in NA, that could have been an ace, but that was quite unfortunate. They did get 2 kills though, so I am hoping they do go for this Kraken. Gotta be careful though.
Yeah, be careful, Lyra. Like you get, if this still happens, I'm gonna scream so hard, but you have to see. It's like a really bad like situation to take the Kraken with the Lyra. He's got the info there. No, it's gonna be taken anyway by Team Pancakes. But a lot of the time, Vox doing a very nice rotation there. He might go down. Surely will be going down there. They got the CC with the Batiste. He's gonna be stunned up. Holding over. Not gonna be connecting. Use the reflex block there. He's just gonna get absolutely destroyed before it getting used. But nice use of rotation there, taking the second turret.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now correct me. That was the minion wave that was able to clean that second turret up. Correct?
No, that was Vox. I was doing both a little bit of damage.
That was Vox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slowly trying to rotate. They're gonna have that second turret on the side of Infinite. Going to be going like literally super fast. Hopefully never going to be connecting onto the Lyra. Going to be CC'd, unfortunately. Going to get out of that ordering just on time. And it looks like the choke point turret should be going down quite soon. Right time. Rain just trying to do a lot of damage. He is doing the work. They're going to be jumping in with that into the frame. Bulwark just locking Rona in completely. And also that fearsome shade just perfectly executed, just able to win a little bit more time to push that turret. And they got now access to the enemy team base and the choke point.
Yeah, what I feel is they're going to go for the sentry again and just, leave the Kraken that's practically dead just to die to the turret. And they were able to pick up 2 turrets in a sentry, pick up the whole jungle farm of Team Infinite Black, and this team is doing really good right now.
Yeah, 600 gold each right now. That's going to be a huge advantage gold-wise, just able to purchase those last few items before they're able to do even more work, even more damage in those team fights, and just able to over-sustain the enemy team. So, like, right now, Rona's build. So we do have the Shiver still just like super smart to play when you got that red mist, able to slow down all the enemy team, and also going to be going on to Journey Boots.
I can agree with the Journey Boots and especially the Shiver Steel, because if you have a Vox is played like Ringo. It can kite away the Rona, but not as effectively. Because he doesn't have his A to slow the Rona. But what Shiver Steel allows is that you can just click it or activate it and click a basic, and then the Vox is slowed, and she could easily or more efficiently be able to kill the Vox rather than him just being able to kite.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see that. But the thing is, there's no. Oh, I was gonna say there's no war trades, but one just got purchased literally a few seconds ago by Shell. So my bad on that one. But yeah, Shell now's got the war trades. It's gonna be that much more effective, for aggressions onto the Vox. You have to check out. Looks like Team Pancakes are looking for the next team fight, maybe to even try and finish the game. Shell going to be doing an awesome position off front lane, going to use holding over, connecting onto this range. Vainsocial able to get him away from his teammates. Well, that time, Rona going to use Fearsome Shade, going to use an awesome reflex block coming out there of or Holy Never going to be connecting onto Lyra, and Rain taking down Lyra first shot. And also the Valkyrie not going to be working that much, also because the Crucible will be used. All that time he's going to go in the middle of that. Careful, bad situation there. Vox, you're going to be ganked by behind. Going to get destroyed. Holy Nova put into the air. And also the second Fearsome Shade coming out there. Nicely done. A huge amount of CC. And it's going to be the ace for Team Pancakes.
And that was the thing I was talking about of the double Divine Intervention and Fountain. It's just way too much sustain on two heroes that can self-sustain. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how they were able to win the team fight.
Yeah, it's just too much sustain. What is going on? Every time they finish, they're always full HP. At the end there, Rain was doing a very good job, so he was able to take a few chunks of damage out. But what was the time trying to get on to do the last Vayne turret there? He never able to connect. Shell going to go very, very low. Might go down to the turret. No,
they're going to be able to do it, and this should be a game one.
Yes, this will be game one. GG, but wait, it's never over. Fearsome Shade will be saying, Box, go back to your base. We don't want you over here. And GG to Team Pancakes for this first game of this BO3 against Team Infinite.
GG, definitely well played to both sides. I just, you were right about the draft prediction. I was more just kind of leaning towards Orion, but definitely well played by both sides.
Yeah, the CC comp was so effective in the early phases. When you got an overstep, as I said earlier, just locking him in that position and not able to go back towards his teammates just was such a huge threat, and they were not able to deal with that early game. It just gave them the first few kills, and when you get the first few kills with a Rona Batiste comp, it just kept scaling up, and he also just at the end of the game, you did have that Echo purchase onto the Grace, and at that point, it was just, for me, it was game over.
And right before they were going for the Echo, I mean, I was gonna predict that when she had the he or she had the 1444 gold. I kind of knew that was coming just because Echo is very good in the race right now.
Congratulations to Team Pancakes, anyways, for this first victory on this BO3 of today. So we're going to be going into the second game quite soon normally. So just to keep you guys updated, victory on this first game by Team Pancakes. So what would you expect to see draft-wise after this game happen? Maybe a Ban Grace that's a super good hero that's been played quite a lot and is very good in sustain comps. What do you expect seeing draft-wise coming out of both teams?
Infinite Black is on A side now, correct?
Infinite Black is going to be on A side and Pancakes on B side, yeah.
Honestly, I mean, Infinite Black could go for something that Sunrise Pancakes went for the first game, or if they don't feel as comfortable on it, they can always first ban the Grace instead. And as far as B-side, I still feel Varia is just a necessary B-side ban.
Yeah, they couldn't also not ban Grace just like that.
Yeah, true. Like I said, if they were gonna try to run the comp, they could always ban Black Feather or Churn, which are very good, and then pick up the Grace for themselves.
Yeah, but after the Rona was so effective on the side of Team Pancakes, I wouldn't be surprised seeing a first pick on their side too. It was just so effective and so well executed. If they can play it, maybe with a Lyra, with a Grace, if they can have it back. It's just such a complicated situation. Even though it was a Churnwalker, it's a huge combo. Churnwalker, Rona works so well together, just closing the gaps between the team, getting the red mist to work out, give the extra move speed if you got the war treads in the late game. It's just an absolutely killer combo if you got the proper heroes to play over Wizard Rona.
Yeah, and if that's the case, it's tricky because they can if they don't ban Black Feather, if they don't ban Churnwalker, I mean, A side can take one of them and then have the potential to pick up a Rona. But also if they have like Churn or like Rona, A side can always like if they have the Grace, they could always like pick up a Rhyme for themselves as well.
Yeah, and well, Tom, we will be heading now into the draft. So Infinite Black will be on A side, Pancake Sunrise will be onto the B side. So we're gonna see if our expectations will become a reality into this draft. So yeah, I'd expect to see like something that was very annoying onto the side of Pancakes being banned on the side of Infinite Black. So probably, as we said, like probably a Grace, or they might want to pick the Grace, and also a B side ban with the Barrier. So like B-side ban Barrier is almost sure, like 99.99999% unless you want to lose. Because
or
even though I play
like
5v5, I play 5v5 and Barrier, even played by bots, destroys people. Just for information. So imagine it in the hands of a person. Like you do not want to give that over.
Honestly, I've like dealt with Varias before, and as much as people want to say she's not broken, well, first of all, her natural damage pierces through like your shielding or your armor just naturally, and her chain lightning provides so much AOE damage to the whole enemy team. It's absurd how strong she is this patch. And she's mobile too, which makes her better than the Saw used to be. More annoying than a Saw.
Yeah, like if you build her properly, you can be tanky, you can be sustainable, you can be bursty, you can have dash. You're absolutely every hero. You're mage. No, I'm a mage, assassin, brawl hero. I can gank you as much as I want. And you got a global wall over on top of that. It's the cherry on top of the cake. Like, what do you want extra? So we're going to be having a ban Churnwalker on A side and ban Burrow then on B side. Just for information. We were going a bit far on that story.
That's all right.
No worries. Went a bit too far. So Varia got banned, so we won't talk about her now, at least. So that's cool. Like we're chill.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, I mean, Churnwalker A side is also good though.
Ban and Churnwalker, yeah, they got the Grace available, so they're going to see like if that's something they want to take off the board once again, or they're going to leave it maybe to be picked on Pancake Sunrise. But well, at the time, they will be first picking Black Feather flex pick.
I feel that's a pick to kind of throw off a pick of Rona and potentially either then ban it away or take it for themselves, depending on where they want the Black Feather to go.
Yeah, like as I said, it's a flex pick, so they can play CP jungle, they can play weapon lane, they can play support. No, maybe not at that point. Okay, not support, but
no,
no, we won't see that. That's, even though I'm EU, I never saw that. It's fine. It's cool, guys. It's cool. So we're going to be having to pick Lyra on the B side for Pancake Sunrise and banning Grace.
That's very. I agree with that because if they picked up Lyra, they definitely don't want to give A side the Grace along with a Black Feather.
Yeah, because like if you like Black Feather's like Corona is just able to sustain burst the enemy heroes, so you do not want to give a sustainable hero such as Grace with a comp like that. So I think like right now Arden would be a really bad choice for support onto the side of Infinite Black. We did arrive to the end of the time of the second ban. No, Rona got banned then. They did ban Rona then because Rona was super good, as we said earlier, with sustained comps, with sustained roams. So just taking it off as a duo with Lyra is just the absolute best choice in this situation.
Very true. Very true. If you didn't want to see a Arden onto A side with the BF, what would you rather see as a cap?
Sorry, they just picked Ringo. I just saw that. Sorry, I disconnected. I phased out for a second. My bad. Sorry.
I said if you were talking about not wanting to see an Arden paired with the Black Feather, what captain would you rather see paired with a Black Feather?
Paired with a Black Feather at that point, I would go. If I was going to go for the law, I would say Finn. But I'm not going to go with the law. I go with Catherine. I do like it's a nice combo. Just get the CC out and just enabling your Black Feather to like even more burst down enemy heroes because they're not moving, they're stale and cannot do anything. So I do like that.
That's very true. And because if Black Feather has to become flex, that is also good. Well, did B side pick up the Ringo?
Yeah, B side with Grace.
Okay.
Sorry, not Grace.
With a Lyra?
Yeah.
Okay, so that I'm pretty sure is going to confirm we won't be seeing a Rona on their side. Because usually Rona is only weapon.
Arden's going to be picked up with in combo with the Black Feather.
I can see that because double Vanguard or the double Gauntlet, one for keep your team safe and one to engage. It's pretty good. So I can definitely see that with a Black Feather. It depends if it's weapon Black Feather. I would like that a lot.
Like Lyra is a natural counter towards Arden, like, because if Arden is in a bulwark, you cannot use Vanguard, you cannot use Blood for Blood, you cannot use the Gauntlet. You are absolutely like cut off any of the abilities you wanted to use. So if Lyra plays properly on the side of Pancakes, and plays properly when a enemy hero is low on HP, he cannot use anything of his usable abilities, and just cut him off completely of any use. So if they play that properly, I want to see awesome cutoffs on this Arden. So they're going to be picking Vox there on the last pick on the side of Infinite Black, and Alpha on the side of Pancake Sunrise.
Yeah, that's very true about Lyra. But another thing about Lyra that's interesting is that against the Arden, which makes it an awkward pick, is that her Arcane Passage can be used to actually teleport out of his Gauntlet. Again, kind of nullifying the effects of Arden's Gauntlet.
Yeah, they're like two natural enemies. So it's quite interesting. Let's see how, in terms of skill, this will pan out into the game. The draft just ended, so we're going to have to see how this game will go on. We're going to be going into the House and Fold soon enough. We're also having a little problem with the people into the group. Just people randomly leaving and leaving us alone. So I don't know why. We should be going.
I was wondering about that too.
Yeah. Okay, so like, what do you expect to see like in this game? What team are you going for? Like, you've got Pancake Sunrise with the Lyra, Ringo, and Alpha, or Infinite Black, maybe coming back to do a 1-1 with the Black Feather, Arden, and Vox.
Honestly, I'd have to go with my opposite choice, and I'd have to give it to Pancake Sunrise because Alpha is actually very good into a not only CP Black Feather, but also being able to dive onto the Vox makes Alpha a really good choice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go follow you up on this one. I'm going to go for Pancake Sunrise. Just if the Lyra is super well executed, they can destroy the enemy team and just protect so well their Ringo, stopping the Rose Offensive, the Gauntlet, the Vanguards, and also the Vox with the Sonic Zoom. So I do want to see Varia, just some huge Varia. What am I saying? When I said we're not talking about Varia anymore, some huge Lyra plays with those bulwarks, enabling the team to move around more freely and just protecting this Ringo.
Yeah, and we can see, as late game counters, Alpha can be very good into the Vox, like I said. And also the Lyra, we all know is very good into Arden. Early game, though, it will be a lane matchup that I would see favored into Ringo, but then later on a Vox can, kind of clean up and be a little bit better against the Ringo in the late game. So we'll have to see how this pans out.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how that pans out indeed. So we're going to have to check out, does Pancake want to make this a 2-0 saying this is our game, this is our day? Or if we do have Team Infinite saying no, we are coming back and we're trying to get a 1-1 situation. Going to have to check that out. Looks like a little bit there of a taunting coming out from Rapig. Just checking out Shell there for a second.
Just gonna eat, three basics real quick.
Yeah, it's just waiting for them. Looks like we're gonna have a first little fight there for that first Elder Trian, looking for a little bit of an engage there. Shell just poking down a little bit of Elden's HP. And both HPs, both teams, like, just except the support star, still level 1. Level 2 for almost everyone on both teams, except Infinity, still just hit level 2. You just hit that level 2. First Elder Trian to the side of Pancakes.
The thing about it is, like last game, or was it them that took the tree last game, or was it?
Just exactly the same. Pancakes just taking it, and Team Infinite just leaving it to them, just completely leaving the first early aggression.
Yeah, in this game, I feel it was a much, safer choice because, like I said about the Ringo, he can just pressure Vox so much in the early stages. So I can respect this back off on the rotation this time.
Yeah, that's a much smarter decision. Like, you got the twirly death on that Ringo, getting extra move speed and also enabling you to do a little extra damage with your auto attacks. So very smart play there, nice decision making. And right, I'm just going to get a little bit of aggression up there. Shell looks like might be going for Crucible first item with the alpha, which I do like. Like building that up was an alpha that's already like a very constant hero in terms of defense, and I think I do enjoy like if Shell goes Crucible first item.
Yeah, and here, like I was saying about like hits and stuff, is that it's very good because if he goes for Faint of Heart, Shell can also Crucible and keep the alpha alive even in reboot.
Yeah, we had a little bit of aggression there. Bulwark just not enabling them to back off as fast as possible. I'm trying to Aggress going to use that also. That Healing Flask, nicely done on the side of Knight Toucan. Most times, the Healing Flask did get popped out there for last Knight Toucan L. And I'm just going to be going back to the jungle, but looks like King Kemi is looking for a little more. Will be no.
Almost got the steal.
Night. On point, doing a little bit of work there. Well, at that time he did use that Healing Flask to sustain a little bit more. On point will not connect, unfortunately. And looks like King Kemi said he had enough, and he will be backing out to base. Sorry, to the Elder Trin spot.
Yeah, he's just gonna take the fronts. At least pick up something for his troubles.
Yeah, it's like we do have then the Crucible just got finished onto Shell, so much sustain in the early phases. Just got that that Sigil just available super often, much more often than actually Fountain, and just able in your team to get full HP. And yeah, the ball just able in there. Also, again, that first heal, that second heal the Trin.
Yeah. I was able to, stop the Faint of Heart that was incoming from the Black Feather. So it's a very nice bulwark.
Yeah, it was very nice. So we're gonna have to check that out. Looks like the turret's already mid HP. So much more early pressure coming on the side of Infinite Black. So it's nice to see like a change of focus. They've made understand their mistakes last game, like saying we need to be a little bit more aggressive when we hit our few early power spikes, which they are doing more effectively. I got the impression this game, and you do have a Black Feather, so you must play aggressively.
Yeah, well, the reason they're able to apply so much pressure to the turret is that Shell's just kind of been leaving Ringo all by his lonesome to, kind of help out the alpha as much as he can. So I definitely like the pressure 2v1 in the lane by Team Infinite.
Yeah, and we do have then the first spell sword going to be finished there onto Ringo. Going to be that much more useful, just getting the extra mana, cooldown, and burst damage. Well, the time Alpha getting a little bit of few pokes with the core charges onto Infinited. Going to get healed up by that Sigil, just taking infinite chunks of damage going down. Well, the time Black Feather slowly going to be coming down. On point will be connecting onto Shell, taking a little bit of damage. Oh, going to use the Prime Directive, but does use the Vanguard, and also that Healing Flask. King Kemi in a really bad situation will be going down while it's reboot phase. Going to be First Blood on the side of Infinite Black. Does have the Faint of Heart available quite soon. If he wants to go on that, but no, the stacks of Hearthrope will not be available anymore, unfortunately. Going to come back in. Gonna go and do the face check. Really bad idea on that one. Going to help our Brew. Going to go down on Night Owl. Going to get healed up. Rose offensive, trying to escape the burn. Will be working out just on time. Well, the time they're going to over-sustain and overstay so long that Ringo is going to take an easy kill there onto Infinited. And what? Oh, be careful. Prime Directive connected. Taken off.
Oh, nice Prime Directive.
Oh, last night Toucan. No, do not want to stay too long. Arden trying to get away. Did use Fountain on its own there, unfortunately. Did not wait for his team earlier. Prime Directive, you're going to be connecting onto those minions, and he will be surviving another day.
Very true indeed. And just to start off from that fight, when Alpha died, I kind of didn't agree with not using Crucible, because like I was talking about, it could have saved the Alpha. I mean, even though it's not too much of a big deal, it just allowed 2 kills over to Infinite. And that face check wasn't the best face check either.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you thought he was going to be fine doing it, but no, you're never fine in the game of Vainglory. Never face check. You never do that. Like face check, keep calm, but don't face check. You know what I mean? Okay, be careful. 1 point going to connect him there on Lizard. Like those on points right now. He is CP. Like he's got the first item. He did get
well, he has a Shatter Glass.
So now he's just going to be able to burst so hard. Core Charge doing a lot of work down to Infinity. He's going to use his boots to try and get away. He's going to be rolling back there. Also, Vanguard able to tank up the damage of that. Sorry, of that Hellfire Brew. Coming over onto the box. Core Charge just doing so much work. Going to use his own Healing Flask just in case he wants to re-engage again. Maybe a core charge onto that turret will be working like that. He's going to try and go onto the black feather and will take the kill. Nicely done. Oh my god, that Reaper's done so much damage with the termination protocol. Alpha should be going down any second now. My hell. 725 damage was the burst damage. But burst damage. Where's that turret? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it was the fourth turret shot, the Alpha took.
Yeah, that's like you don't want to stay that long under turret. Unfortunately, you're going to go down super fast otherwise.
That's true. A little risky, but able to get a kill on the Black Feather, led to a turret. So I'd say it was definitely worth Alpha's death.
But it get evened out after by Team Infinite, so it's okay on both sides right now. So we're at 7 minutes 50 seconds in game. Gold advantage of over 2,000, a little bit under 2,000 on the side of Pancake. So just a little gold advantage right now. And if they continue on to that pass, they can start taking a little advantage. We do have then the aftershock finished on King Kemi, and Ripeji going to be solo into that bush there against Alpha, but looks like they will not see each another. And slowly rotating back up to lane. Well, Tom on point doing a lot of damage. Hellfire Brew going to be going down onto Last Night L, using his Rose Offensive to try and stop that. Well, at time he does have the Termination Protocol taken completely off the map. This Fox just getting deleted in an instant. Like this outfit is so much work.
And that's kind of what I was saying, is that into Vox especially, even though not respecting the damage, Alpha can do a lot of burst damage. So I might have to start considering,
that was so close. I thought the on-point was going to get that. Prime Dash is going to be going there. The corner trying to separate the team of Pancake's going to be stunned out. They're going to use also his Termination Protocol. Going to be using it on the minions to go a little bit faster. But he is in a very vulnerable spot right there. Will be able to reboot just on time.
He's just going to be able to get up.
That was super close. Infinite was just going to get that engagement. Unfortunately, King Kemi did survive. Maybe not for long. He's still slowly trying to re-engage, but he's not fully speaking. He
has his flask.
He just uses it. Oh my god, that prime directive combo doing so much work. King Kemi, be careful there. Trying to do a one-man army move. He just take off the Black Feather, trying to reposition, but Vox is there. Sin. No, my friend. You are going down. And the slow there by Crystal Sentry might be able to save the life of Shell. Can use using the sigil there, trying to survive to not give the ace. Lizzle, dash respawn. This will not be an ace. He will go down anyway in a oh my god! Oh, that's so close.
What a beautiful chase.
Come on, go towards Ringo. Just super close. Can he survive? Oh, simple. He does survive. Shell. Oh my god, what was that? Man versus Wild right there. He just done the impossible. I did not think he was going to survive.
I think the side of Infinite Black just respected that Ringo was up, and I didn't want to go for the kill, and
they just called it a day at that point.
Yeah, they go to Sentry and Ringo full health. I just got up. He was looking for revenge.
Yeah. But anyway, nice jukes there by Shell. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit on aggression coming up there. Well, we have this Alpha reposition onto lane. Huge wave, huge gold coming into there for Little Lozard. Taking a lot of damage by those minions. Be careful there. Those minions are savage.
Yeah, and luckily enough, I think he was able to pick up every one of those minions.
So we do have the infusion onto this Black Feather. So now it's going to be a little bit more complicated because they're going to have the next team fight a little bit higher damage onto this Black Feather.
Yeah, that's true. Unless Team Pancakes are able to pick up infusions, which they did.
Then we go down onto Infinity. Does not have the reflex box to stop the burn damage. Wait, we're going to be connecting on the entire Team Pancakes. Prime Directive going to be coming in. A lot of damage taken off the
Okay.
Why is using this Termination Protocol? That's a super fast combo. Trying to get off the Rubik to follow up into the grave. Who will be able to use his boots to get out of that situation.
And as I was talking about not having infusions, it seems didn't need it because Dragon's Eye is pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's like this infusion. Noob. Who gets infusion? We don't get infusions. Who needs those? And now they're going to go onto that gold miner. They do have the info on it, so maybe coming over Black Feather. They can maybe try, but doesn't seem like he wants to try it out to steal that gold miner, and it will be going over to Team Pancakes.
Yeah, and I like to call they were able to get 2 kills, immediately rush to the gold mine, and they were able to get the gold payout.
He should have gone his like. Oh my god!
This alpha is reckless.
This is one man army. Like literally, he just goes in. He says, "I don't care. No, no. Who are we, Spartans?" He just goes in. So
we are Sparta.
Yeah, we are Sparta. That's it. I just got that one wrong. I don't know how I could do that wrong. That's one of my bad films too. Anyway.
Oh.
So like Lil Loz now, he's got so much crit damage getting a double tyrant monocle. So that means like if Vox comes in range, he's saying no, you're getting wrecked, son. Like also like nobody's got defense except Arden, just a little bit there against crit damage.
Yeah, and that's true. You know, I was just about to say, like you said, Infinited and Last Night Took an L have like no defense other than a light shield, and then Arden only has a coat of plates.
Oh, be careful, gonna use this healing blast. That means getting deleted anyway. It does not care. Healing blast. Who the hell is that for? Blinking skill tier 2. Gonna come back with the help. We're gonna be connecting onto Black with a burn into the ground. Gonna use the crucible just on time. Bouncing kick pop out. Oh, coming by the prime directive.
Another burst damage.
Just deleted. So much damage. Prime directive coming back and again. It gets another kill. But if place got the full walk just to try and stop the Arden from using the abilities. Gorgeous once again.
Triple kill.
Triple kill from the Alpha.
And I just want to touch back to before this game even started, how I was touching about this Alpha is just a monster, especially against these heroes. Putting in so much work for his team.
Oh my god, Ringo, they're just...
Game over in 13 minutes?
This is suitable! They're gonna take
that is 2-0 for Pancake Sunrise in 14 minutes.
Getting destroyed. Oh my god. I was not expecting this to escalate so far. That's 3 turrets. They had 3 turrets. One team fight under 15 minutes, and they finished the 3 turrets without any cracking or any like way capable of pushing all those through, and they deleted it anyways. They just said, "No, we're going right to the end. We're finishing this game, bro. Like we got lunch in a few minutes, bro. We're finishing."
For sure. And I noticed at the end, Team Pancake Sunrise had infusions, and you have Dragon's Eye on an Alpha that's just tremendous into those heroes. You have a Ringo with a Spell Sword, Double Tyrant's Monocle. You know, a phenomenal job by Sunrise Pancakes. But, you know, well played to both teams. This was definitely an excellent, 2-game series to watch. You know, and our winners are Pancake Sunrise 2-0. Congrats.
Yeah, like absolutely awesome gameplay. I just think synergy-wise, Pancakes was a little bit over Infinite on this side because they would just aggress. I know exactly right to the extent of where they wanted to go. I think Alpha is like the Bonsi of Team Pancakes, like literally, like just saying, I don't care, I'm going in, I'm going to kill everyone, and he did. It did work out. So just exceptional gameplay on their side. Congratulations to both teams. So on this BO3 is going to be a 2-0 for Team Pancakes. Just absolutely destroying the enemies there. So congratulations. GG also to Infinite Black. Nicely played anyways if they lost. Like I do